Hello everyone and welcome over to race 5 of the NR2003 PMU Cup Series. We're here at Kentucky. That's right, we are at Kentucky, home of KFC. So it's going to be some chicken running down here at this Kentucky Speedway. And God knows what will happen in this particular race. I'm sure it's going to be really, really exciting to see, and hopefully we'll see whatever better we can see. Of course, some of you guys, I believe, are currently living in Kentucky. So basically, Kentucky being the home track. So that's why Sorry, I'm a loss of words once again. So what's going on with me? Anyway, so this is the first time I'm showing this circuit, just to introduce as we open up the stream, and I could probably try this for every race. So let's head to the qualifying board. Sorry. So let's get on with the session. Who will qualify on pole for today's race? That will be a big question.
Drivers to your
Riley Hill will start on pole. Blake Parker will start from second place. Sheridan will start third. Kynderrick Meeks fourth place. Cam Wright fifth place. Nolo Hamilton sixth. Drew Walker seventh. Dex Miyazaki eighth. Tari Lowell ninth. And Adam Wilson 10th. Those are your top 10 drivers. Anyway, so let me keep showing you guys, just in case anyone has missed, because we don't want anyone to miss it. I don't want to do it too quickly, so that's why I'll give you guys some time to give a clearer look at the rest of the field. Once again, it's a 37 car field as usual. That's literally for all full-time entries. So give myself a bit of time to wait and see if anyone wants to come in the commentary box, because I'm literally alone again. I hate it when I'm alone. So anyway, I guess we'll start making a move then without wasting any time. Okay, we are gonna go in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Drivers, start your engines!
And away we go. Oh, and just realized Blake Parker's got on a new car again. That's quite weird. This is the third new car where we've seen him. We've seen that scheme sent in this season, so which is pretty unusual. I don't know what's going on, but whatever. Anyway, so about to go green here at Kentucky. And away we go. let's see what that pedigree car can do. The number 15, Riley Hill. And here comes Solomon Sheridan just around the back, and Wright Sr. as well. Off to a really good start of the season. So now here we go as Solomon Sheridan tries to make a move on the number 15 and was able to pull up. He's going to try and take that first place. Now they're currently going side by side. Sheridan versus Riley Hill at this very moment. Riley Hill stays up front. Solomon Sheridan trying to close in, continuing to close in. It's now going side by side. And he's going to try and pull up the front. But can Riley Hill deny that from happening? They're going side by side, still going side by side. They're still going side by side. Riley Hill trying to pull back up front of where he lost it, and was able to defend that position at the moment. Now, okay, now they're going free wide up front, towards the front. Now Solomon Sheridan in a bit of a sandwich between Blake Parker and Wright Sr. just at that very moment. To look at all the cars going from side by side. Oh my goodness me! This is certainly not going to end well. Doesn't look like it's going to end well. So now here is that is number 5 of Lola Churnside coming up front now. Hopefully try and make it a Helena Motorsports 1-2. And here comes Blake Parker in that Mercedes. Here comes Blake Parker in that Merc. But still not able to get past Riley Hill. So far Riley Hill has led a lap straight from the start at the moment. But what can the others do? We're now at lap 5. Look at all the cars scattered around. I'm sure this is not going to end well in the next few laps. I'm pretty certain something bad's going to happen. As the number 5 now makes it a Leader Motorsports 1-2 running at the moment, with Riley Hill still up front, and now probably she's going to try and go one further if she can possibly can. Now she's on the number 15's tail, and she's going to go for it. She's going to attempt to go for it this time. And I think she's got a bit of draft from that O2 car, and she does it. So now she takes the lead up. Now she's up front of Riley Hill, her teammate. And there is O2 of Blake Parker trying to make a move on the number 5. But still not to prevail. But that is just a bit of an early move. As we take a look at that the other Merc, that is Kynderrick Meeks. Kynderrick Meeks had quite a comeback run from last race at Charlotte. And hopefully he can try and continue to recapitalize that success that he had back in the early seasons. So Lola Churnside continues to lead. Blake Parker. What am I saying? O2. I'm starting to confuse people with the phone company. As Blake Parker now trying to close in on Lola Churnside. Oh my gosh! Look at Kynderrick Meeks going really wide, or was it Blake Parker going really wide? But it seems as though that these Mercs have got a bit of a distraction. They've been spacing themselves out. Now Blake Parker, despite that bit of distraction going on, tries to make a move on that number 5. But can he do it? Can he actually make it? That's a big question mark for that young driver. In fact, that rookie driver, and Kynderrick Meeks trying to do the same as well. So it seems that these two drivers are working together. Technically, they're teammates, even though they're on 2 separate teams, I think. Or unless I'm wrong, if they're teammates, then do let me know. And so there we go. So We're currently lap 10 of the race out of the 6-7 laps here in Kentucky. Little Chance are still leading, but look at the Mercs. They are getting a bit aggressive around her at the rear. But look at that. Good defensive driving for that Toyota. And look at all the cars. They're going really, really, really wide. Let's go at the back. Oh, it seems that what's going on with these cars? That's a big question mark for what. How big is the gap of? Oh, looks like the number 22 is out. For some reason, we'll find out what's going on. Oh, this happened. So that is number 22. Roberto Crown Jr. blew up. Roberto Crown Jr. blew up right in front of a set of cars, 4 cars up front that he was unintentionally blocking, which was the reason why there was a big gap from the last 4 cars because of that unfortunate situation from Roberto Crown Jr., which he happens to have blown up at somewhat the wrong moment. So let's take a look closely at Roberto Crown Jr. That unfortunate blow up so early in the race. So unfortunately, the likes of Arthur Xavier, Ruben Gonzalez, and Ariti Alejo, I think, and I think that is Leland Hill as well. So unfortunate situation for these 4 drivers as a result. Anyway, we're gonna go back front now. So now Lola Chernza is no longer leading, and who led the lap last time? That is Kynderrick Meeks. And Riley Hill trying to take that lead back for where he lost a few laps ago. And Cameron Sr., don't forget, he's one of the homecomers here, and he wants to win his home race. And Tari Lowell as well. Tari Lowell seems to be more of a common sight up front now these days, as of in recent races. So it seems as though that his play is starting to work well for him as well as for the team. So this is why I'm definitely going to predict that this year is definitely CTM's year, or SLR's year. Riley Hill back up front. Kynderrick Meeks is already closing in on him. We're at lap 18. Just look at all these Dodges. Maybe even manufacturer's Dodge could be a bigger threat this season for any Dodge. Presumably because of the awesome support that they had between SLR and CTM, which of course increased the relationship with Dodge. So presumably, I would say anyone racing a Dodge, even though not on a team with SLR and CTM, they still have some direct links from those teams, I assume. So technically factory teams. Anyway, we have groups have spaced out into little groups now, we have these first groups. Unfortunately, we can see last race winner Owen Scott is probably going to have a bad day today. Same for these groups for what happened earlier on. Riley Hill now back into the lead. And I think that's Adam Wilson appearing in the picture now. So it seems as though that the top drivers, at least I would say for the top 10s, this is probably the strongest top 10 we've seen so far since, well, back in the early days, I assume. But now we've seen some of the proper greats out there, especially the likes of Kynderrick Meeks and Riley Hill, who were championship contenders before. And they're trying to get themselves back onto their feet. Riley Hill, I think he won one race last season. On his unfortunate, well, this season, last season was more disappointing compared to the season before, where he was a championship contender until that last race. It was presumably one of the closest races we've seen. Well, probably not the closest, but one of the closest championship battles in the series so far. Of course, we see season 4 being much more closer, especially, you know, with the likes of Jerry Chen and Owen Scott, championship falling in doubt, coming up to the last race where championship was decided. The championship was decided really close. So with a really close shot, so yeah. So for me, I gotta give credit for that being, you know, the best of all. Anyway, so Riley Hill is still leading, trying to keep that pedigree car alive. Some drivers still staying strong up on top. We don't know how these tires are gonna last, but we'll wait and see. We are now lap 25. So still, well, coming up to halfway pretty soon. And there is James Jemison. We've not seen him this far in a while. First season in a Helida Motorsport car, and he wants to do his best. And there's number 48, the old paint scheme, which is certainly going to go bye-bye after this race. Let's take a look at the gap from those group of cars. Oh, fastest lap time. So 52 car of Avery Hamilton, first car of the race to break the 31-second barrier by how do you say this? By only a unit of a second. Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. All right, let's take a look at the gap. Around 6 seconds between the main group and the second group, and then between the second group and the last group, around 8 seconds separately between the two. So unless there's like a caution coming out, chances are a bit slim if they want to get back up top. If they want to get back to the top. what's going on there? Okay. Okay, Blake Parker in the lead. I think the first time he's leading. Maybe before, but he's now leading. And Mercedes is leading. This could be Mercedes' second win in the series, I think. I think the only win for Mercedes car that I know was, of course, Richard Petty Jr. back in New York City Season 4 last season. Riley Hill is back up front now. And look at Tari Lowell getting closer and closer. Let's have a few onboard cameras. Ooh, and looks like Wright Sr. is up into second place, it appears to be. As we go up front, oh, look at Wright Sr. I think he wants to take two positions on one lap. And it's going side by side against Riley Hill, but Riley Hill seems to be responding well against the approaching Wright Sr. It seems as though the Wright Sr. is now appearing to be the main threat now in this race, as he appears to be closing in on Riley Hill, and he is trying to at least take that spot in the lead. But it seems as though the Blake Parker is now pushing him onto the side, and now he's trying to take second place. At least for now, they're keeping Riley Hill at bay for the time being. We've now gone past the halfway mark, and soon before the pit stops are coming. And here comes Wright Sr. up front. So now Wright Sr. is in the lead. But Riley Hill is responding to try and get that lead back. Riley Hill back up front. Tari Lowell goes really wide. As we go towards the back, Adam Wilson was at the front probably about 10 laps ago, but now he's out towards the back. Look closely to Drew Walker's car today in this race. He's driving a tribute scheme to commemorate the FedEx attacks that happened not long ago. Yes, this is in memory of the people who have died in the attacks. Not to commemorate and say this is a job well done for the attacks. This is to remember the people who have died in the attacks. You can see the names around scattered on the car. And Mr. O2, I almost gonna say O2 again. Blake Parker is in the lead again, just about to take that lead, but now he's gonna lose it once again to Riley Hill once again. We are highly expecting pit stops becoming pretty soon. Fastest lap times are still there. And we see round of pit stops coming up. We see some cars. First cars are pulling in. They got Rei Ayanami, John Palmer, Dylan Hayden, and who else is that? That's CJ Williams. So more cars are expected to come in pretty soon. And Tari Lowell up into second place, but probably not for long because pit stops are coming in. We don't know when are these cars going to make the pit stops. And more cars come in. Some cars stay out, like Kynderrick Meeks is staying out. Let's see how this group is going to stay. I think these three are going to stay in. These three are going to come in. Gonzalez will stay out. So now it's a matter of time, or it's a race against time of who is going to make it to the pits, make it out of the pits first. And Riley Hill comes up, but Tari Lowell up into second place. Kenzie Simmons up into a potential third place. What a jump. Some of the best cars are starting to lag behind already. Ooh, and Rei Ayanami pops out of nowhere as well. So these cars have made a huge leap up towards the front. Just congrats for these cars. So unfortunate to see some of the best drivers losing out now. So, but Kynderrick Meeks though, where would they end up? Well, they're going to lose lots of positions now as a result of the pit stops, so they're not going to lag behind. Anyway, so Riley Hill continues to lead. Tari Lowell second place. Owen. So some of these cars have come out of nowhere. And good grief. 19 and 18, 9 and 18 are together again. We might see a lap car coming pretty soon. That is the number 2 car of Alrighty Alajo. It seems as though he has done his pit stop already, so this is gonna be very crucial and very cautious for the cars up front. They might be coming there pretty soon. So John Palmer up into a great third place. And already his Ford is steaming like a madman. So we have a huge battle for second place for the group of 4 cars. And even Sophia Petty joins the mix as well. Oh, Rei Ayanami is now on the charge this time, and oh my days, she's on a strong run for the first time, God knows how long, and this could be her opportunity to take that lead, and she goes for it. Her teammate, his teammate Tari Lowell, right behind her, a potential SLR Racing 1-2 is currently on the cards for these 2 drivers. On already they are. SLR Racing battling it out. 1-2. Tari Lowell versus Rei Ayanami. And Kenzie Simmons appearing to be joining in as well. Nanha going 3 wide, but it seems that Kenzie Simmons has got a bit more of the grip because she's on the inside. And who is going to take it? This could have been a photo finish. Who is going to take it? Rei Ayanami is going to take that lead lap. And oh bother, I don't think it's going to end really well. They are already going 3 wide, going so close and close and close. Look at them going 3 wide, 3 wide, 3 wide, 3 wide. We've got 13 laps to go. And we have a lap car coming. Tari Lowell is now up front, but his teammate Rei Ayanami is still pretty much a threat. We have a lap car potentially coming very soon. This could hinder anyone's chances of winning the race, of winning a race for these group of drivers at least. Oh boy, I think this side's starting to become even scarier. In fact, more scarier because we're coming to the closing stages of the race. Still only one retiree as of yet. And Kenzie Simmons now makes a move on the inside of Tari Lowell. That will push Tari Lowell on the outside. So certainly not good news for the SLR drivers now. They're probably going to have to start a bit over now, as Kenzie Simmons will make a move on the 9. 9 versus double 9. 9 takes that lead still, but Tari Lowell seems to have other plans up his sleeve. But 99 is not giving up. She's probably using as much tire as she can possibly can. Oh look, we have more cars joining on the mix. David Dixon joining on the mix. Dylan Hayden joining on the mix. Joey Maddox also joining in for the battle for the first place. But this could be up to the number 2 car of Wright Jr, because they're getting really close towards the lap car. And literally anything can happen. Still anything can happen. That is something that we need to keep that a note. Still a battle between the 2 SLR drivers and other cars as well. And still looking at that site, anyone can win. Any of the pack can still win. And now the number 99 is going to try and make that move on the number 9. And Riley Hill is going to try and make that and gain as much position as he can back of where he started from. Seven laps to go. Tari Lowell is your current leader right now. A potential win in 5 seasons could be on the cards. So he might have a bit of shielding to have if he can try and overtake a number 2 of Wright Jr without any distraction caused. And he's going to try and make a move. Bit of a distraction as Kenzie Simmons comes right at the rear of him. Certainly it's not going to end well. This is not going to end well. You can see how close these drivers are. I thought that a wreck was bound to happen. And here comes Riley Hill. Oh my gosh! Tari Lowell got pushed into the rear of Wright Jr. Now he's gonna get distracted now. Oh my God! This is gonna be a close battle. Look at these cars battling. Tari Lowell is gonna try and see if he can get the opening. Not enough. Doesn't seem to be, because Riley Hill is blocking him from trying to make any more attempts of blocking that lead. Thanks to Wright Jr. And Tari Lowell back up front, and he's going to try and make a move and try and seal any chance of winning. We're now 4 laps to go actually. And it is still anybody's race. Still anybody's race. Just still don't count on anyone else yet. Still no way of getting past the Mercedes. Oh, and Kenzie Simmons is back in second place. 3 laps to go. Looks like Tari Lowell has got a bit more drafting now. Can he get up front of that Merc? Two laps to go. Now you're still leading. Oh boy, my heart is breaking right now. We already see another car blocking its way now. Oh, and Tari Lowell is starting to pull away a little bit now. Thanks to Blake Parker, now he's got more traction now. So all he needs to do is to try and keep that lead. So now he's slowly going to try and pull away. Well, goodness gracious me, what a heartbeat of a race we're seeing right now. So now we've got 1 lap to go now. And Blake Parker, is he going to try and deny that number 9 win? Or will he not? Oh my gosh, this is going to be a photo finish to the line. It looks like it. Will Tari Lowell take it? Or will he not? Oh my gosh, is he going to take it? Yes, he does! Tari Lowell wins his first race since season 1. The race is done. Well, welcome to Kentucky. Season 5 race. This is going to be a highlight of this race. Good gracious me, we've just seen it right now. But thank goodness Tari Lowell has sealed it here at this race in Kentucky. Well, this honestly was a really, really close battle we're seeing right now. A group of drivers just battling it out. Like, honestly, this was no stranger. Of seeing battles up towards the lead. But this one is a huge exception. A really special one we're seeing right now. Of what championship battle, a race battle is all about. But damn, I have a loss of words right now. There you go. Tari Lowell first, Blake Parker second, James Jameson, his best result since his comeback. Kenzie Simmons fourth, Dylan Hayden fifth, Joey Maddox sixth, John Palmer seventh, Riley Hill eighth, Cameron Jr. ninth, and Sophia Petty 10th. Those are your top 10 drivers that have finished the race. What a race we've had today. And who has taken fastest lap time? That's a big question. And it's going to be the 90 of Joy Maddox. Well, that's the race today. And oh boy, it is coming up to midnight my time, and it is time for me to quickly wrap up this race. Oh, and I think tomorrow would be the time where we could definitely get the point standing sorted, hopefully, if I can get others to help me and stuff like that. So hopefully by the next race at Darlington, we would have the point standings ready. So I'll speak to some of you guys about this shortly after I wrap up the stream. Anyway, so congrats to Tari Lowell. First win in 5 years, 5 seasons, I mean. And there we've got it. So thank you everyone for taking part in this race today. And hopefully we will see you guys next race at the most exciting race in the season, Darlington. The throwback race is going to be a lot of throwbacks in this race. Well, thank goodness. Well, thank you, everyone. I'll see you there once again at Darlington.